Welcome to day 197 of our DeSo journey. I'm Ed Krasenstein here with my twin brother, Brian. And remember, this episode is sponsored by CloutFeed.
CloutFeed. Yeah, you kind of cut out there for me. So we'll say CloutFeed another 10 times. CloutFeed, 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 CloutFeed,
Okay,
CloutFeed.
that's a little
Is that
obnoxious.
10?
I think we can move on now. So yesterday, DeSo plummeted. It fell all the way down to $100 before bouncing back, and it's been hanging out around 115 to 125 over the past several hours. I think it's about 118 right now when we're making this video. I guess there were some big sales. I didn't really follow it, but I assume there's some big sellers who kind of bailed out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, every day you're going to have buyers and sellers. I think that this lull between the DeSo announcement, the big DeSo announcement a couple weeks ago, and then now we're waiting for referrals and the new UI and all of that and everything else that's coming. I think there's just a lull where some people are taking profits. Remember, a lot of people bought in the 50 to 70 or $80 range. And if they can sell at 120, that's a good like 50 to 130% gain. So I mean, you can't fault it. It's actually good for the long-term health of the DeSo coin because it's getting some of the profit takers out and building a higher base. Ultimately, it's going to be daily active users that's going to show us how well this platform's succeeding. And hopefully we get something next week that's going to push that in a positive direction.
Yeah, and while we talk about the sellers, there's also buyers, and Chase Steely's doing something pretty interesting, Brian.
Yeah, so Chase Steely, he's been active on the platform. He's a big NFT crypto guy from outside of DeSo that came in, I don't know how long ago, but he's been active on the platform. He's been putting a lot of money into DeSo. But as the price pulled back, he made a post saying that he's going to buy it within the next like 36 hours. So today at like 6 p.m., I think, he made this post yesterday. He will be buying $1,000 in DeSo for every repost slash reclout that he gets. So he's already gotten over that. He's gotten about 270 some reclouts on that post already. So he's going to be buying, he caps it at $250,000 worth. So he hit the cap. He's going to be buying $250,000 in DeSo at the end of today.
So maybe that's going to spike the price up a bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. We don't know how he's going to be buying it. He was actually asked, and he said he's still considering what the best way would be. I think it might, if he was to just put a buy order in on blockchain, it would probably take him a while to get filled unless he buys into the ask. And if he did that, it'll definitely boost the price. But maybe he's going to buy it on the over the counter markets. We don't know exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, so also NFTs have been really hot on DeSo. If you check out Clubhouse, there seems to there's always an NFT Clubhouse room going on with some sort of drop. It seems like at least yesterday and the day before, that's how it has been. Michelle Lord and Katie Ann and Cyrus Abraham, they have been doing great jobs hosting these rooms and helping artists kind of sell their new NFT collections to the DeSo community through Clubhouse. And I think that's been great. But there's also been the Spooky collection. Spookies, that's actually created by Jackie. He's also the creator of Polygram and some other NFT collections. He created the first user-generated generative art project. It's done through an outside website. You basically log in, click mint, click buy, and then you can click mint, and it mints an NFT for you and transfers it to you. And the Spooky collection had 500 different items, different art pieces, and they sold out in 2 days. There were a few issues the first day because of the demand. The demand was so high that it kind of crashed the website. But yesterday they got things back up and running, and all 500 have gone. And they've also released a rarity chart that shows how rare some of these are. So it's fun. It was a really fun project to take part in. Brian and I bought 5 of them. It was capped at 5 per person. So I think a lot of people had fun with that.
the cool thing about it is that they sold out in like a day and a half for a half a clout each. So that was at today's price, it's about $60 a piece. But there's already one selling on the secondary market for over $3,000. Um, it depends on the rarities that each has. So not everyone's going to have that value of $3,000, but it just says a lot. It says how a successful project can really be a boon for those investing early. And I hope that heirs are going to appreciate and value. We have no intention of selling anytime soon. I think that the NFTs we buy, we look long term with.
Yeah, and so the one you're talking about that's selling for over $3,000, Clay Oglesby is put it up on the secondary market, and May Beam actually is the one that has a high bid currently. So it's fun to see the core devs get into the NFT buying and selling, or at least buying. I think that's something that's pretty important for the NFT space here on DeSo.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Spookies because I think what they did really engaged the community. I mean, there was a Telegram group that was like crazy for like right during their drop. There are dozens and dozens of Spookies coin holders in that Telegram, and it was like every second there'd be another post, and everybody's so excited, and it just created a frenzy. And I think that it just kind of increase morale on the platform for a lot of NFT artists because they saw how much of a success they were.
Yeah, and in other NFT news, supernovas.app, they're one of the NFT nodes. They introduced NFT burning and transfers yesterday. So that's really cool. So now you can burn and transfer NFTs through their node. It was previously available in BitClout Plus, the Google Chrome plugin. But so now you have two options for burning and transferring your NFTs, which I think that's really good. It's, it's going to help the community build around the NFT space. Also, NFTz.zone, our NFT node that we're working with Martijn Van Halen and his two brothers. We introduced collections yesterday. It's still in super beta, like it's in beta mode, but you can now log on to NFTz, go to your profile, just go to your username.nftz.zone, and you can now hit the plus button at the top and create your own collection. So, even if you're an artist, you can create collections for different collections you've minted, like Cloutpunk. They actually are using it, and they created a collection for Cloutpunk G, a collection for Cloutpunk Legends, and a collection for Cloutpunk OGs. So now they're categorized, but collectors can also create collections. So like for us, for example, we create a collection with all of our Clout dogs, and we create a collection with all of our Spookies. So people come to our page, they can see which Spookies we own, which Clout dogs we own, and with one click. It's a way to categorize things. I think that's something that this space has been missing. So that's why we decided to implement that so quickly.
Yeah, and we've seen so much great feedback for NFTZ. We also the traffic has been phenomenon. It's like I can't even say that word right. Phenomenal. But like we had over 1,000 users within like a 24-hour period. I think it's something that people wanted, was that they want the ability to curate their own pages, so that if you have an NFT collection, if you're an artist, you don't have to create a website to showcase all of your work. You can quickly and easily showcase it, allow it to be sorted, and create your own collection. So we have a lot more coming here. We're going to have tagging. We're going to have all kinds of great features. Just bear with us. It's in beta, and we're working as best we can, as fast as we can.
Yeah, we had a few issues with it this morning. The Postgres, the database, there's some issues with DeSo right now. So we're kind of working with the core devs, at least reaching out to them to try and get some quick fixes for it. But let's move on. I think that's really it with the news. Kuririn, I don't even know if I'm saying that name right. He won our last auction for these videos. So every day we're minting these videos as NFTs. And right now they're priced at 1/4 of a DeSo, 0.25 DeSo, to the first bidder wins it. I don't know. The price might change in the future. I don't know. But if you want to own a part of Day of DeSo videos, that we make, feel free to bid. Anything else? We want to give another shout out to Clout Feed. Go Clout Feed.
Yeah. check out Clout Feed because we're using it every day.
All right. So I think that's it. And we will talk to you tomorrow on day 198.